Hi, welcome to the podcast. I have changed the name of the podcast from Knits Up to CNY Woman Knits and Crochets. I feel it better reflects my interests and it will garner a larger audience who's not just looking for knitting but also crochet. And my handle on YouTube is at CNY Woman. So I had to somehow incorporate that into the title in order to get subscribers. So if you're seeing this for the first time, the podcast is now going to be known as CNY Woman Knits and Crochets, because that's what I do. I live in central New York in the Syracuse area, and I have been knitting and crocheting for about 30 years, a little more than that. I'm going to show you two finished projects today, and then I'm going to be showing you a yarn haul from a couple different stores, and you'll get the idea. It's not huge, but it's stuff that I wanted, so I bought it. The first thing that I completed was this corner to corner blanket. This is crocheted, and this is out of Lion Brand Mandala Sparkle. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's about a yard wide and a yard long. I took 3 cakes of that to make this, and this color is called Lyre, Lyre. I'm assuming like the instrument. So that's done. And then the other thing is a rainbow beanie. This is out of the Big Twist Living, I think it is, and the color is called Inclusivity. For Pride Month, I thought that was appropriate. I made this for a friend of mine. So those two things are what I've gotten done. The hat only took one day and little part of the next morning. It's the copycat beanie that I've made before. I'll put a link in my Ravelry queue, so if you want to get it, it's a free pattern. It's really simple. You need to know how to knit and purl. That's all you need to know how to do, and how to do some knit two-togethers for the top of it. But that colorway looks really cute. This will stretch to be from a kid size to an adult size. So it's a really good pattern. It looks kind of weird when you look at it, but when you put it on, it's a great hat. Looks really good. So now I'm going to show you what I bought. I bought most of this on sale. This I got at Michael's. I had a coupon, and then I had a credit for, I had like a rewards program for a couple of bucks off of it. So I think I paid, I don't know how much I paid for it. But anyways, this is Rainbow Jellies, and this is Karen Big Cakes. I got a couple mandala bonus bundles, 2 separate trips to Joann's. This color is called Talos, Talsos, and again, this mandala bonus bundle gives you 1,181 yards, 1,080 meters, and it's 300 grams and 10.5 ounces. I haven't made anything with this before, but I'm looking forward. I think a corner to corner blanket would look excellent in this. And we know how the mandala works up. This is also a mandala bonus bundle. This color is called Cyclops. So that's what that looks like. Some browns and stuff like that. Cyclops. The next thing I got was closeout from Ollie's. This is the Red Heart Hygge and this color is called Plum Candy. It's showing up kind of maroon. That's kind of what color it is. It's a furry yarn. This pattern supposedly only takes 4 balls. I've since looked online. It looks like it takes 6. So I'm going to be doing just plain garter stitch with this because I think that'll, I don't need cables in a throw. And I'm going to use size 15 needles, which is pretty large, but I think it's going to come out really nice. This is classified as a bulky 5, and that's with the fur. So I got 4 of those, and they were $4.99 a piece at Ollie's. I got 2 of these. This is Bernat color pooling yarn, and this is, I lucked out because Joann's had 2 skeins. Joann's in New Hartford, New York, which is farther away from me, in the Rome area, maybe about 45 minutes away from me. He had 2 skeins of this, and I was like, what am I going to make with 2 skeins? Can I make a baby blanket? Well, there's a knitted blanket that will do the color pooling, and I was like, darn, I need a 3rd skein. What am I going to do? So I ordered from Mercari, Mercari, and there was a woman in Ohio who happened to have a skein of it, and guess what? It's the exact same dye lot. So I lucked out big time. So these are all going to match. It's the exact same dye lot, and that's a knitted blanket. I'm not sure what size needles you use for that. I think it calls for 11s, but it tells you how many stitches you have to do in the color pooling in order to get it to color pool. So that's what I'm going to work on. And then the last thing I got was 1 skein that was on clearance of Scarfy, and this color is called Cranberry Black, and you can see why it's called Cranberry Black. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been buying. I'm not going to buy any more yarn. I've gone through a period where I needed to buy yarn. I don't know why, I just did. So I bought yarn, and that's one of the periods that you go through. Sometimes you just need to buy yarn and call it a day and not question why you're buying it. And I bought everything on sale or clearance, so I think I did pretty well. And it's a varied type of yarn. They're yarns I haven't used before. So I've used Huga before to make a hat, but I think to make a blanket, it's going to make a really plush, fuzzy blanket. And so I've got yarn now, and I'm going to put it on my shelf and use it up so that you guys can see more projects. And again, the name of the new name of the podcast is CNY Woman Knits and Crochets. Please subscribe below, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, so that we can all, somebody can find me. I hope that you guys have a great week and you go craft something because it is good for your mental health. And have a great week, guys.